What's up, everybody, and welcome to. It's a new series I'm starting. It's a review series, but anyway. So, welcome to the new game Unravel. In Unravel, you play as Yarny, a little creature made out of red yarn. You explore through different environments using your yarn to help you progress through the level. This is a physics-based platform puzzler made by Coldwood Interactive, and it's available on Xbox, PlayStation, and Windows. So, the main character you play as is Yarny. He is a red little creature made out of yarn, obviously. He's about the size of an apple. He's just been brought to life. He's got these little white eyes, no mouth from the looks of it, no pupils as well, which I see it's a little bit creepy. But anyway, he's what's called an anthropomorphic creature, which basically means he has sort of human traits and emotions in a non-human thing. So in this case, he appears to have emotions and intentions and traits of human, even though he's a tiny little creature made out of yarn. He's quite lovable, actually. So the gameplay is mostly puzzle solving, becoming more elaborate and challenging as you progress and learn through the game. So the more gameplay mechanics they introduce, the more complex the puzzles will have to the more complex the puzzles will become through you needing to use all the different mechanics and all the different aspects of the yarn to complete the level. So such as using bridges, swinging, slingshots, climbing, and the game is more about yarn management than anything, because through the game you lose yarn the further away that you get. The more you progress, the more you unravel. Unravel. The more you unravel, so you need to find little balls of red yarn to refill your yarn. So it's quite interesting, really. So in the game there are collectibles. There's one, I don't know if you would count it as a collectible, but you get a yarn flower looking thing at the end of a level. Oh no, it's more of you get a yarn ribbon at the end of every level, and you can collect buttons, like sewn on buttons, throughout the levels and things. There's instead of a home menu as well, so chapter select and all that, it's all in game. It's all in a sort of home hub area that you jump around in, that you will see in the video. It's a beautiful game. The graphics and cutscenes are almost identical in terms of graphics. I mean, obviously the cutscenes are going to be a little bit better than the gameplay, obviously, because pre-rendered and everything, but the game itself is graphically amazing. The sound design as well and background music choice is very pleasing to the ears. It's very, very nice. There's no dialogue that I've run into so far, and no cutscenes other than the one in the beginning. There's sort of little bits where you'll pause and you won't have control of your character, just to sort of show off the level, but that doesn't count as a cutscene. So, but the game, in addition to the graphics, it runs incredibly smoothly. I've had experienced no frame drops or anything, no frame rate issues at all. It's also great because this game can be enjoyed by all ages and pretty much all gamers as well, because I mean, even if you're a fan of shooters, if you're a fan of RPGs, this game is just fun. It's very fun, actually. There is tracking in the game as well of secrets and collectibles, so when you're going over to select a level, it will tell you how many secrets out of the secrets in the level that you found. So I got 2 in this level, so it told me 2 out of 5 collectibles in this level. So it's very useful and very, very good for people who are after achievements, which brings us nicely into the next section, which is achievements. So it's very pleasing for people who like achievements, because there is 1 achievement per level, which is the typical expected one. There's no secret achievements at all, which you could argue could spoil the game, but I've looked through the list and there's none that are spoilerish. So yeah, so I mean, it's pretty good. There is one achievement per specific secret. So there's not an achievement for every secret individually, but for certain secrets, I guess the harder to find ones, there are achievements for them. There are level specific ones as well, so you can things like clear all of etc. in one go. So clear all of there aren't enemies that I run into, but clear all enemies in one section in one go, for example. That could be one. Some of them make you play the game differently, which I really appreciate. For example, there's one called Pathfinder, which is make it to the water wheel without using a log raft, which I'm assuming is a challenge. And Pacifist, which is make it through I think it's called the mire, without swatting any mosquitoes. I'm assuming that they're a pest as well, that you want to swat them the whole time. But yeah, they're very, very good achievements. There's only one achievement requires you to use your yarn in a certain way, which is flow for 30 gamer score, which is to use your lasso to jump between 25 different points without touching the ground. And I think that's quite nice, because I mean you do a lot of jumping and sort of swinging with your lasso without touching the floor. Just adds a little something, you know. And it's only 30 gamer score as well, so it's not like you'll be missing out if you don't get it, but from what I've experienced, it'd be pretty hard to miss. So there are, however, 4 100 gamer score achievements. There's one for what I'm assuming is complete the game from the description, one for completing the game without dying, one for finding all the secrets, so a collectible achievement, and the equivalent of a platinum trophy, which is get all the other achievements, and that's another 100 gamer score. So I personally quite like it when they add platinum trophy type achievements in. So going off that list, you can actually get every single achievement in the game in one playthrough, which is very nice, because I feel like this is a very one playthrough type of game. That's another thing as well. It's very not fast paced, but it's quick. It only took me 20 minutes to complete the first mission, which for a puzzle game, side scroller platforming puzzle game, is pretty much the perfect time. I've put in all caps as well on my notes. This game did achievements the right way, which I think couldn't be closer to the truth. And just some last things. The game was worked on for 2.5 years, and it shows, because they've put so much effort into this game. It's so good. I mean, at the moment, it's my game of the year. I know it's only February, but it's my game of the year so far. I mean, that there's a message at the beginning, there's a message at the beginning of the game, like right at the beginning in the loading up, the first time you play it. That is just basically like the developers and just the team that worked on it, just like a personal message to the players, which I thought was really refreshing and nice, because I've never seen that before personally. I mean, it may have happened, but I've never seen it before, and I thought that was really nice. And something I read as well was that the yarn in the game represents love, and they actually talk about how the game represents love and emotions in the game, and that the yarn represents love. Hence why when you become a basic frame, is what they refer to it, as you get further away from your yarn, as you unravel more, you become more of a basic frame. And that's why that happens when you get further away from the yarn, because the yarn is the thing that you love, and you become more basic as you get away from it. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I didn't write it, so I mean, I'm just trying to understand their logic, and I'm sure it's correct, but yeah, it's just quite a nice touch. And yeah, I think it's an excellent game. It's deserving of every award it has, and every award that it's going to receive inevitably. And as I said, my personal game of the year so far. And obviously no game is without its flaws, aside from the graphics and the sort of the concept of the yarn and stuff. It doesn't really, it's not a new genre or anything like that, but it is a really, it feels new. It feels like a new idea for a game. Maybe that's just me though. but I would give it with an 8.5 out of 10. But yeah, very good work, Coldwood Studios, and I advise everyone to get this game. But anyway, thank you for watching, and check back soon for another Welcome To. See you on the next one.